right now, community college as a student is if you're not going to a major school right away, which is paying for a lot of your stuff. And I mean, if you, for instance, if you go to UCLA right out of high school as a student or a student athlete, and they're paying you a scholarship, or you're getting a lot of financial aid covered, and you're not coming at a cost, obviously, I would say go to UCLA and take that deal. I think even
Right.
Brock would say that. But if you're that kid who, you know, like you said, a lot of people on your team, they're not ready to go D1. Like even if they got, they're not. They're physically not. Like so, but it's a great buffer. You said that I've been in your workouts. It gets them ready for D1 workouts because if you're a high end D1 program or a D2 program, the workouts and weight is much harder. So if you're from high school and you're from an underdeveloped program and you haven't really trained, that 2 year college is a buffer, and then you got a coach that's looking out for you. They're giving you uniforms. You're getting meets in to develop as an athlete. But like you said, pretty much everyone in California, you can go to junior college for free. So I'll say even perception. I coached at Beverly Hills High School for a couple of years, and let me tell you something. That school is full of people who have 1,500, 1,400 SAT scores. And as a public school, it's Beverly Hills Unified, and a lot of the kids, they want to go to these high end Ivy. They want to go to Ivy Leagues or high end Division III schools, like the Claremont colleges, like the really good academic ones, Amherst, Williams, these schools. But I'll tell you this, and this is where the business part comes out. So parents, listen to this and listen to what Brock said. I've seen the students go, you know what, coach? I really want to go to UCLA. I didn't get admitted. And this is a kid with like a 1450 SAT score. I'm like, you didn't get admitted to UCLA. But the kid will go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Santa Monica College for 2 years. They got this direct plan to UCLA. And the kid will be like, I'm going to just save all this money and I'm going to be at UCLA in two or USC in 2 semesters. And I'm going to go to Santa Monica College and I'm not going to have to pay anything. And I'm still going to go to UCLA or USC.
Right. It's an amazing opportunity and pathway that parents need to recognize. I think, there's a status kind of a bias against the JCs for no really good reason, but parents think it's some kind of a step down or a slap in the face, but really it's a huge opportunity. So
It is. I think from a student standpoint, I'll say this. I remember being in high school and graduating and everyone saying, "Oh, I'm going to this college. I'm going to this college." And I'll be honest, that's for the perception and I remember the local college for Hawthorne was El Camino, and it was like in my classes, I thought I did not want to tell anyone I was going to El Camino. It was like I almost go anywhere but El Camino. It was that perception. Now that I'm older, I'm like, man, that's cheaper. I probably should have. But people say, "Why'd you go to Northridge?" I'll be honest. Northridge got me in school. They were the one school that came out and they recruited me and a few of my buddies, and we went to Northridge. We were like, "We're going to Northridge. We're not going to El Camino," and it worked out for us. But you do have that perception from kids and parents. I just don't want to go to community college. But from a business, financial standpoint, maturity standpoint, things it's probably the most of the kids of the college coach when I was coaching, I recruited were from junior college.
yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, that was great. I was so happy to have found a coach that was open to community college transfers, and you were gave opportunities to our students to come to Cal State LA that I'm forever grateful for that and for your openness and willingness to take on junior college athletes, because that opened a door for us, and that was great.
I felt as a coach that junior college athletes had 2 years and they didn't have any time to waste. Um, and as a coach, I'd take to say I thought it was a hedge on my investment because if it was a bad decision, I only had them there for 2 years. Not they didn't perform the way I wanted, or they were trouble, or what. But at the same time, you found out they were a lot more developed coming through a junior college program to handle my workouts than maybe a developmental high school kid. Because they have, if you go to Merritt's practice or Mount Sacs practice or stuff, or Riverside's, those kids were ready to go for me. Um, so I liked them. And like I said, they had 2 years and if they were a really serious student, it was like, I got 2 years to get my degree. Coach is paying me two or 3 year scholarship, and I got to get out of here.
Right. Yeah, you made a good point about, your hedging your bet. Sometimes, yeah, I will get students who are a handful, and then I just remind myself, well, I say, well, it's just 2 years.
Yep. Yep.
Just 2 years, gotta stick it out. Maybe, we can make some changes, but if not, it's it's not forever. So
Hmm.